Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at the week ahead. It's the week starting 4 December 2017. On Wednesday this week we have a repetition of the Mercury-Saturn conjunction. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but on my actual page now I'm starting to post relevant news stories under the flog of the week. And I would invite you as well, if you see relevant stories relating to planetary positions during the week, to, add your films or news stories there, because then it becomes a little bit of a database in its own right. But anyway, yeah, so Mercury conjunct Saturn. Mercury's in Sag at the moment, which is a quick kind of Mercury in a way. Mercury is detrimented there, but it still has that mutable quality, fiery quality. It sort of runs away with itself. It's almost like words running away with you. And certainly last week, because I find Twitter is a very almost Mercury and Sag medium, isn't it? It's all very fast and furious. And what we found last week was the Twitter behaviour of Donald Trump created quite some political stir, actually, because of course there was the conjunction there at the end of Sag, the conjunction with Saturn. Saturn slows things down. It calls people to book. It's about, hang on a minute, take responsibility for what you've said here. What have you said here? Are there any rules? Have any rules been broken? Is this within the legal framework? It's kind of Saturn is almost like a magnifying glass in a way. It really wants to take a closer look. And so Mercury was really cramped, and that carries on this week. Only on Wednesday, when we have Mercury now for the second time conjunct with Saturn, Mars is in the picture. Mars is in Libra, which is not the most feisty position for Mars. Libra's, it's always about like weighing things up, pros and cons. It's kind of almost a bit like a lazy position in a way for Mars. It doesn't want to upset the status quo, so it can sit on the fence a bit. But all that is going to change in the course of the week, because on Saturday, of course, Mars will enter its home sign. It'll enter Scorpio. So what about this Mercury? We've got Mercury conjunct Saturn and then Mercury sextile Mars. So this could be a war of words. This could be a sort of argument, if you like, where, temperatures could run quite high, because Mars is always a planet when, if push comes to shove, Libra as well is a cardinal sign. It will fight its corner in its own way. So this could be quite intense, actually, midweek. But again, the main theme is definitely, about being responsible for what you say, taking time to be thorough about things, because if you don't, there will be a comeback on it. So let's look a bit further into the week. So we have, as I say, Mars going into Scorpio on Saturday. It's a complete different energy than Mars in Libra. That need for consensus and to sit on the fence is completely, out of the picture. Mars in Scorpio is very committed to its cause, to whatever it's doing, to whatever it feels passionate about. Because Scorpio is a passionate sign. So Mars in Scorpio is very thorough, it's very deep, it's very probing, and it's also very intense. So it's great for getting to the bottom of things. It's great for research. It's great for anything that you need to set your mind to. Mars in Scorpio, especially with Jupiter in there as well, it's going to be quite an intense Mars in Scorpio period. It's been a long while since these two planets have shared the same sign. So this is really thorough, very, very thorough placement of planets here. Moving on Sunday we have Mercury trine Uranus. We have a strong Mercury thread running through the week. We've had Mercury Saturn on Wednesday. We've had also Mercury Mars on Wednesday, and then we get Mercury trine Uranus on Sunday. Trines usually seem to be beneficial, but they can also quicken things. And that can be in a positive or a negative way. Things move faster when planets are trine each other, because it's almost like there's no block there, so it can really flow. So Mercury trine Uranus, it has lots of positive qualities for sure. It's quick, it's intelligent. That element of outspokenness is certainly there. It's also, you know, it's authentic. It's what you see is what you get. But we cannot lose sight of the fact that Mercury is still in this dance with Saturn, and this complete 3-time engagement between Mercury and Saturn won't complete itself until the 13th of January when they meet in Capricorn, because Saturn is going to move sign as well on the 20th of this month. So yeah, take time for things, you know, slow down and take care of your actions, if you like. On Sunday, we also have Venus square Neptune. Venus is still in Sag, so she's certainly into freedom. She's into the search for love, possibly. It's a kind of a searching sign. It's also travel for love, possibly. People going away for, you know, whatever, vacation or what have you. But this is square with Neptune on Sunday, which, you know, there's a sort of element of the fantasy running away with you with Venus square Neptune. You know, it's like fantasy lovers or the big dream, which of course always can be followed with a, do you know what I mean? If you put someone on a pedestal, they can only fall off it. So there's that need to be to try and be realistic and not to put, you know, rose-coloured spectacles on, because Neptune encourages that. However, Neptune is also the planet related to socialism. So this square is also this week, in the second half of the week, highlighting issues of particular concern to women. You know, and one of the things that you might be looking at is social inequality, social injustice that particularly affect women. So this is an interesting week. Again, main theme is about words, written, spoken, actions, and maybe with Mercury in Sag on the positive, we can have that bit of extra time to focus on our long-term plans and ambitions, and they will become much more focused from December 20th when Saturn changes sign. Okay, have a great week. Thanks for listening. Bye.